Welcome back to Wombat Wanderer, where ancient tales, forgotten corners, and haunting truths come to light. I'm your host, Wally. Tonight's story takes us back to Singapore in the 1990s, to a seemingly ordinary HDB block tucked in the quiet eastern suburb of Tampines. Back then, Tampines was not the urban sprawl it is today. It had more fields than buildings, more stray cats than cars. You could walk for 10 minutes and end up at a kopitiam where everyone knew your name, or at least knew which school your children went to. The wind carried smells of burning incense, wet laundry, and sometimes, if you passed by Block 129, something else entirely. This isn't a ghost story, though there are spirits involved. It's not just about magic, though there is a curse. It's a story about people, about how love can turn to desperation, and how even the smallest decisions can ripple through generations. So turn down the lights, lean in close, and listen carefully. This is the dark curse of Tampines.
At Block 129, in a worn-down 3-room HDB flat, live Auntie May and her husband, Uncle Siu. They were part of Singapore's silent generation, people who endured war, rationing, and the long march of modernization. They didn't complain. They saved plastic bags and reused Milo tins. They believed that if you work hard and stayed honest, good things would follow. Auntie May woke before dawn every day for over 2 decades, sweeping the floors and cleaning classrooms at a neighborhood secondary school. Her hands were rough from scrubbing, her back bent from years of silent service. Uncle Siu worked in logistics, hauling crates at the docks and later at a warehouse near Changi. He rarely spoke except to praise a good bowl of fishball noodles. They had 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter. Ahok, their second son, was once promising, quiet, good at math. But after finishing national service, he drifted. He got involved in underground soccer betting. It started small, $5 here, $10 there. Then thousands. Then the Alongs came. If you've never seen loan sharks in action, count yourself lucky. They don't just demand repayment, they mark you. Red paint on your gate. Death threats slip under your door. Sometimes they bring fire.
Ahok changed. He stopped coming home on weekends. Sally, his wife, noticed a sweet, oily smell clinging to his clothes. Not cologne, not food. Something floral and thick. She confronted him. He said nothing, just stared. Sometimes, silence cuts deeper than words. That's when the whispers began. A neighbor said, he's seeing someone from Jurong. Not normal woman, she does things. Vivian, that was her name. Mid-30s, pale skin, always wore long sleeves. Ran a massage parlor above a run-down provision shop. The shop has long since closed, and if you check URA records, you won't find the parlor. Some said she wasn't Singaporean. Others said she never slept. People feared her, not because she was violent, but because of what followed her. Men she touched who changed, become obsessive, withdrawn, and always broke. Vivian was rumored to use nam man prai, oil made from cremated remains. In Thai black magic, it's meant to control love, lust, and luck. Forbidden, but powerful. Auntie May knew something was wrong. Mothers know. She visited temples in Gailang, spoke to mediums in Sengkang, begged for help in Yishun. Most turned her away. One old woman in Toa Payoh just handed her a stack of joss paper and whispered, "This curse is not meant to be lifted." Finally, through a friend of a friend, she was taken to a Taoist master living near the forgotten cemeteries of Lam Chu Kang.
His house was more shrine than home. Wooden floors, moldy incense, and grass that refused to grow. He didn't flinch when he heard her story, just nodded. Your son is caught in a spiritual net. If you wait too long, the net catches everyone. He gave her a small vial of blessed water. Add this to his Scorpio, but only once. If you do it again, the spirit will turn. That night, Auntie May brewed his coffee. She stirred the water in, watched him drink it. At first, nothing happened. Then his body seized. He collapsed, screamed. His hands clawed the air, eyes rolled back, his mouth open, but another voice came out. And just like that, a knock on the door. Furious, sharp. Vivian's voice, shrill and angry, rang through. Your family will never know peace. And just like that, she was gone.
Days later, Auntie May collapsed. Fever, but no infection. Doctors ran tests, CT scans, MRIs, nothing. She was wasting away. She barely spoke. Her hands trembled. Her eyes were always wet. Raymond returned to the Taoist master. This time, the old man prepared a ritual. Salt, rooster feathers, joss sticks in a brass urn, a cracked mirror facing west. As the chanting began, Auntie May convulsed. But then, her voice changed, softer, childlike. Mother, you've suffered enough. It was Lillian, her daughter. She died in a car accident when she was 6. They never talked about her, never healed. I will protect you, the voice said, but only if the family heals. A gust of wind blew through the room. Every candle flickered. And then, silence. By morning, Auntie May smiled and said, I want chicken rice.
Raymond called the family together. No more excuses, no more waiting. If you love your mother, he said, show it. Or next time, the spirit won't be gentle. Ahok vanished for 3 days. When he returned, he changed his phone, blocked Vivian, and cut all contact. He took a job in Tuas, moving cargo. Hard, honest work. Dennis abandoned his get-rich-quick schemes, got a delivery job, woke up early, paid his debts one small transfer at a time. Together, they repainted the flat, replaced broken tiles. They ate dinner as a family, played mahjong on weekends. Nothing big, but consistent. And at dusk, Auntie May would light a single stick of incense by the window. Thank you, Lillian, she whispered. Thank you for not leaving me.
That was the dark curse of Tampines. Sometimes we think curses are cast by others, but often they are born of our own regrets, our own silences, our own failures to love out loud. And sometimes a spirit stays, not to haunt us, but to protect us, to remind us that healing is a choice. If this story haunted you, share it. Tell someone who needs to believe, or someone who doesn't. And if you felt a presence, heard a whisper, or kept a secret, send it in. We might feature it. Until next time, I'm Wally. Stay curious, stay kind, and beware the things that hide in plain sight.